Right, so it's working now. You're nice people. I like you. You subscribers are good people. You're very patient. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, look, my mate Frankie, he is going to donate me a bit of art, he said, by the way. He said he's going to donate me something for the man cave, which is quite exciting. He's going to join me on a video next week. Dave, you're still at work. You're a naughty boy. A naughty boy. I'm actually running. Anyone know anything about internet test speeds? So I tested. It's got 66.4 Mbps download. And then 17.6 Mbps upload. Is that any good? Do we know? Does anyone know anything about that sort of thing? My phone's telling me I know I'm live. Thank you. Does anyone know about that sort of thing? That's pretty, is it? Decent speeds. All right, thank you. Cheers, folks. Okay. I think it's fiber. It's Sky Fiber. But the house is, I don't know, the house is 20. If anybody saw like my updates when I was building it, you know where the house is, but 20 meters away. So I've run what's called a Cat 5 cable here, but then it's on a little router, a little splitter thing there. Do you know what? I'm going to go very, very low tech here. I'll show you what's on it. I'm going to take a picture of the bloody thing. All right, look. I don't think you can see that if I put that up to the camera. You see, there you go. Yeah, I know you can see it. It's on a splitter thing in there. So I mean, it's I don't know. I just wonder if the chat cut out because I was moving the laptop around or something like that. Maybe I dislodged a cable. Maybe it wasn't the speeds at all. If the speeds are good, and plenty of you seem to think that that's a good speed, then we're laughing with it. Really, hopefully that works well. Oh, Andy's damaged his knee. Been off work for 5 weeks. Nasty, Andy. Nasty. Oh, I wish you well, mate. I wish you well. That's a long time off work. You getting paid? Aren't you getting paid? Long time without money, mate. I hope you get. Knee is horrible, mate. Do feel for you there, actually. Anyone allowed in the cave apart from you? The missus was playing the pinballs yesterday. I couldn't get her out of here. She was in here for an hour and a half. While I was cooking the dinner. I'll have you know. One at a time. I'll let them in one at a time. I've got another seat. Can you see it? I've got another chair back there, which is all right. And you can get 2 chairs here quite comfortably. So it's 4 meters. It's 4 meters there, and it's about 3.5 across there. But it's in like a wedge shape because that's the shape at the bottom of the garden. I just had to make it. I made this thing up as I was going along. Really, and took what advice I could, ran out of money halfway through, started scraping around, used a free cycle and Facebook Marketplace and recycled loads and loads. Half of this is recycled. The walls, where am I? You can't even touch it. The walls are carpet tile, right? And they were from an office, and I got them for 25 pence per tile, 50 centimeters square the tiles. Got them for 25 pence each. And the office, it was like a temporary office. It was over in Guildford. It had been up for the office had been built for 6 months. The company went in, got bankrupt. So there's basically tiles here that they're almost no. It was I went and bought and made them an offer. There you go. But yeah. So what else we got? Will I be doing any giveaways? I've got nothing to give away. I've got nothing to give away at the moment. We always do stuff on Hammers Chat. We give away tickets. We do give away tickets at the moment. Steve took today and Monday off. He's been at a new job 4 months, but he needs a slight rest. Of course you do, Steve. And he reckons 3-1 to the Hammers tomorrow. I went for 3-0. Did you see the preview last night? I went for 3-0, feeling a bit confident. Football fan chat, where are you? I'm in Sandhurst, mate. I'm in Sandhurst. So it's Sandhurst, funny place. It's right. I mean, if I walk a little bit that way, I'm in Surrey. I'm in Berkshire here, and if I walk a little bit that way, and I mean a little bit, I'm in Hampshire. It's right on the corner of the 3 counties. So if the trains go well, it takes me about 2. If the trains go really well, I can do 2 hours door to door to not door to door, actually to Stratford Station, not door to door. If it goes badly, it can be 3.5 hours. Striking all the time. So it's difficult at the moment. James has been off work for 20 years. You naughty boy, James. Are the kids allowed in one at a time? I can't have them going mad in here. It's meant to be a bit of peace and quiet. I've got to use it as an office as well for work and a games room. But yeah, one at a time. I've got 4 kids. They can't all be coming in here going absolutely mad. They'd pee the neighbours off as well. But I have sound insulated it, as you probably may well have seen. Thomas is watching at work. Andy's self-employed. He's had 5 months off, Andy, mate. I really feel for you. Really feel for you. It's quiet at the moment. Thomas's work. Well, that's why he's joining us. Do I have to pay for the what I owe? Oh, you mean if I do have to put money? I don't know. You don't put money in. You don't put money in. I'll switch that on a second. Oh. Hold on. So no, it's set on free play. Makes a big noise and there you go. Pinball. That one's Popeye. That one's Jackpot. But no. I've paid for the bloody thing. I don't want to have to put money in it. Might charge the kids. No, but to be fair, they're so old. They're both from the mid-90s, those machines. They'd probably take old 10 pences or old 50 pences or something. Something like that. What else we got? Nicky Hawkins needs a man cave. His dog and kids are us making noise during his broadcast. I've got total sympathy. Total sympathy. It's one of the reasons. Many little reasons for doing this. But yeah, certainly for stuff like this, then yeah, you do it. You do a broadcast. You keep you're undisturbed, and also for editing, not just for this. I mean, this is all right just for quite a crude. Just a test. It's just a test, a crude test of the lights and just getting everything right. When I get it right, then what I want to do is start doing some better videos where I'm introducing video clips during the video and stuff like that, and really trying to make it more interactive. I've got a show planned actually for this channel. I've got a weekly show planned which I want to make really interactive, basically. So and interesting. I want it to have a lot more. Want it to be a bit different to, to what we're doing, to what everyone else is doing. I just want it to be a little bit different, really. Where are we? Okay. Love the man cave. When's Miss Gonzo coming to Crystal? I don't know what you mean, Woody, unless you're being saucy. Actually, maybe I think he is being. We're not discussing that, but she was in playing pinball last night. But I like your style. I like your. I'm not sure it'd be appropriate, quite frankly. Steve's a bit worried about Roberto. Hope he steps up. I hope he stands up, Steve. But we'll be supporting him. We're going to give him a good old cheer tomorrow. There's no doubt about that, mate. Gary's looking to make the boat debut for the Sheffield United game. Gary, I discussed this with you before, mate. Let us know. We'll sort you out. We'll meet up. We'll have a beer. That'd be nice, mate. It'd be nice. We'll see you so often on the chat and on social media and everything. It'd be nice to have a catch up, mate. I've met so many people just through Hammers Chat, through the forum in particular, but also through the videos, through Twitter. People I consider good friends now. It's a great thing, really. It's really lovely, to be fair. And I know I'd go on about the odd troll, but I mean, it's such a minority. Everyone is so nice and just decent, nice people. Football fan chat, is that where I live? Yes, mate. Yes, exactly. Yes, it is where I live now. Not I haven't always lived there, but I live in now. How do I say that? OWUKHC says, with our situation at the moment, really worried to get one more injury to one of our first team. It could cost us potentially top 6. Do you know what? I'm not, because I don't think we're going to finish top 6. So I think I'm just enjoying the ride at the moment. I think this is a real bonus. Result of the weekend, I think we're going to win 3-0. I said, well, look, I will reevaluate things. If we get 4 points from our next 2 games, I said in the preview last night, I will reevaluate it. Thank you, Andy. I'm glad you like it, mate. I'm glad it's not finished, but I'm really happy with it. I'm quite excited. So I don't get excited about too many things with your 45-year-old man. But yeah, my mate popped round the other night and we were high-fiving and slapping each other's backs, and we put on the old Xbox, and I mean, we christened it. Not like that. We didn't christen it like that. Whoever said that in a chat, of course we didn't. It's disgusting. I wouldn't even do that with Mrs. Gonzo in here. Anyway, Best chance of years of getting top 6. Can I bring the pinball machine to the boats? No. I'll tell you what, me and a guy that works for me, who is strong. He's a cage fighter. He's an MMA fighter. We struggle to carry it down here. So it ain't going anywhere. Mitchell says that's beyond call. Thank you, mate. That's very nice of you. Hope the outside the cave is claret and blue. It's not, as I don't want it. It's very subtle. It's wood coloured, you know. What do we got? I don't want him to stand up. I want him to dive. Yes, very true, Harry. Out of curiosity, why do you fellas have 2 channels rather than one from insurance number? I could explain that. I will explain, but okay. It was initially to try new ideas, particularly because we didn't want to get banned. If you get banned, there's something called a copyright strike on YouTube. You get a copyright strike, you can't even broadcast live. All this stuff, you can't do it. So all the risky stuff, the idea was to test it out on here, then go on there, and then it became, it became a useful thing. And so we don't have to be as regimented on here. So on the main channel, you've got previews, you've got reviews, you've got cup of tea, you've got fan cam. We have a regiment, almost like a broadcast schedule. If I want to upload a video on here and me scratching my ass, I'll do so. But I'll do it privately. Obviously, I wouldn't expect all you lot to watch that. Anyway, so I hope that answers it. Is Gio getting ratty because he's still stuck in a cupboard? Gio's not stuck in a cupboard. It was me that was stuck in a cupboard. Gary's driving might be a half. We can share a half, my friend. Well, I won't share a half because that's a quarter, isn't it? 2 people sharing a half. But you can have a half, and I'll have 2, maybe. What was your best kit and why? I love the Avco Trust one with the with the stripe. It's nostalgia. That's why everything good is nostalgia. The best food is nostalgia. The best smells are nostalgia. The best holidays are nostalgia. Nostalgia does funny things to you. The best tune is the best tune because it reminds you of a happy time. Nostalgia is everything. Neil is in South Australia. I know Neil from Down Under. Aptly names. 12:20 a.m. on Saturday morning. Go to bed, Neil. Go to bed, mate. I look happier than any. I'm in my element. I look happier than any post-match review. I am happy. I'll be. Yeah, I am happy. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. It's a nice. It's my own space. It's difficult. I live. We live in a small house. Got 4 kids, 2 dogs, 3 wives. No, 1 wife, and it's nice to have a bit of space. Nice to have my own space. I'm enjoying it. Thank you. If that comes across, then smashing. But thank you, Neil. Let the dreamer dream. Hey, absolutely. We should all have all dream. I just don't. I'll dream if we're talking West Ham, by the way. If we get 3 points against Palace, 1 point against Everton, or the other way around, I'll start thinking, hello. Particularly if Man U and Tottenham keep doing terrible things. It's a shame. And it's a shame they're doing these it's terrible, isn't it? Gio wants a tartan man shed. There's a pigeon out there. That's novel. I'm not used to that. He's giving it all the old. He's trying to shag another pigeon. There we go. I won't turn the camera out. Last time I did that, the chat cut out. But that's a new one. That's a new one. That's why that's on there. But I won't make it on the main channel if you're asking. What else we got? Where am I in the FHM mags? Does anyone buy magazines anymore? I don't think they do they? I've got a little hidey place though. Can't be bothered to. We'll do a tour when it's all done, and I'll upload it and all the rest of it. And I'll show you everything, even my little secret hidey place. But there's no magazines in there. It's chocolate. In fact, I do actually have a little secret stash of chocolate. Got to be done. It's got to be done. Where's Gio's bed? He keeps on moaning about it. Gio can, it's all carpeted. Gio can sleep anywhere he wants. He can wrap himself up in the Come On You Irons flag. It's fully insulated. The King Hammers chat, best channels on YouTube. Well, you're very kind. You're very kind. He's predicting a 3-1 win. So Haller to get a goal and an assist. I think he's going to be key tomorrow, mate. Maybe finally get Anderson back on the score sheet. Yeah, he needs a goal, doesn't he? He definitely needs a goal. Have I taken anyone up the Shard in the man cave? The man cave is not big enough for the Shard. And there'll be none of those goings on. No shenanigans going on. There'll be no Shard whatever, shardedness, sharding. There'll be no sharding going on in the man cave. Thank you very much. No mini fridge. I don't need it. There's a Harry. There's a perfectly brilliant fridge in the house, which is fine. And you know what? If I was so inclined, I would just bring 2 beers. I'm not doing a lot. Listen, one, you know, if my mate pops over and we have a little pinball sesh one evening, I'm sure we'll have a couple of beers up there, but it's no hardship to go down and get one. And to be fair, I quite like the space. You see, I quite like the space. You know, we've got space over here, so tidy, you know, like neat and tidy. So I don't really want to clutter it up with anything else, really. The shed, Rick. I think it's going to be called the Bowling Bunker. I think I've got some little West Ham flourishes to add to it. Did I watch the comedy game? It's obviously Mr. Tottenham game. I didn't watch any of it. I've been working so hard on this, but I'm very pleased to see the result. Obviously, funny how it was. It were people. I only found out because people were WhatsApp messaging me on. So I didn't know. Shard play. Yes, that's it. KP says nice cave. Hammer down under. Big test tomorrow. Palace and mid-table team doing okay. Are we actually any better? Yeah, we've got more goal threat than Palace, a lot more goal threat than Palace. Palace's strength lies in their central midfield and shutting up shop and their system. Milivojevic is missing tomorrow. And I think Kiate might be missing as well. So they're going to shut up shop. Palace are coming for a point tomorrow. I think we are better than Crystal Palace. But I think they've done really well. I've got to say, Hodgson is a good manager. One of the managers keep you safe in the Premier League, you know. I'm not reading that out. Red carpet opening. It's so small in here. I don't know about any red carpet. I do have a West Ham carpet just for down there by the door, though, which Gary has very kindly donated. Frodo's going to pop out at any second. Funny you should say that. One thing I do want is Lord of the Rings pinball, but they're quite expensive. I assume you followed in David Gold's footsteps and got a claret carpet. It's I'm afraid it's dark grey carpet everywhere because it was 25 pence a 50, well, half a square metre, isn't it? Of course. Anyway, what else have we got? Need the air hockey table? No. Number one, I'm crap at it. Number two, there's not the space. Yeah. I was going to eventually get another pinball for there, but I don't think I will, just because I am pinball mad. I love pinball. It's not like it's just an ornament. I play the things, and I'm on a forum and a league thing. We'll try and beat each other's scores. I'm pinball mad, but I quite like the space. Sorry. So, yeah, Terence, thank you very much. What else we got? When will the first cup of tea in the cave? Oh, almost happened the other day. But I've got to do these, and so I can get it going. Free hammers. Luke, probably hello, mate. Hope you're well. Am I the new Batman? Yes, the Bat Cave, claret and blue carpet in a man cave. No claret and blue carpet, but I have got a West Ham bit of carpet, like a rug for the front of it, which, as I say, has been donated by Gary, which I'm looking forward to. Canning Town Lane, my old mate there, was attempted to put. I think he's asking if I would have exercise bikes which the kids could pedal to generate electricity. That would be very green. That'd be very green. I like that. I'm not sure the kids would like it, but they've got to earn their meal sometimes. They've got to learn, haven't they? They've got to learn about the environment. I got FIFA 20. Whoever's asking, the Xbox down here. I got Red Dead as well. Got FIFA 20. Yeah, I've not played it much, to be honest with you. Which West Ham player would you choose to officially open a man cave? I said before, I have to be Jack Wilshere because he's little like me, and the ceilings are not. That's one to the ceiling there. That's 195 centimetres for that bit there. Not quite the middle, because obviously it's a pitched roof. It slopes down, as you can probably see. Thank you, Terry. Neil from Down Under, he loves pinball machines. First job in Australia after a couple of years in the UK. He was fixing pinball machines. Were you? They are heavy. And I've learned a lot, though. I do the solenoids myself, and I do a bit of soldering and all the rest of it. Frame and I would love someone. Sorry, someone's asked about the shirt. I can't believe only Peter in this chat. You still be at work. Apart from Andy, bless him, and Neil, because it's gone midnight in Australia. Where are we? Sorry, I just had to stop the chat then. Frame a Noble shirt in there. I've never been bothered about a framed shirt. Never, ever. But I do feel. Let me put that around there. You probably can't. You see, it's probably a little bit. There you go. So I've got my. I do feel that there's. I think I can have a framed shirt. I'm not even sure what camera angle I'm going to settle on in here. I might even have the thing over there and it pointing that way. I'm not so sure. But I've got some West Ham artwork to come. I've got another Who poster, which I've not put up yet. And I've got some crossed hammers, which I've mentioned in maybe in the other video that my mate Danny's made me out of metal. He's a blacksmith, which is really nice of him. And I've got another space just here as well. I do, for once, I do actually feel like I might fancy a signed shirt. Now, my son has got one, which was really generously donated by Baz. Well, Baz's niece, Georgie. But it's my son's shirt, and I don't really want to nick it off of his wall. That's cool. So I may well get myself a signed shirt at some point. Yeah, definitely. It doesn't have to be Noble. I mean, it's yeah. He likes the subtle LEDs in the background. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Is it soundproofed? Yes. Yeah, and we did a really big test yesterday. I've got the missus in there playing pinball, and that one, the Popeye, is really noisy. It's got two playfields. It's got 4 flippers on it. It's quite, and it does a 6-ball multi-ball. It's noisy. It's a noisy bit of kit. And by the time I'd shut the door, 3 meters away, you could hear it a little bit. Down near the house, which is obviously the same as everyone else's houses, can't hear it at all. Just can't hear a bloody thing, which is brilliant. Do those machines behind you work? No. Oh yeah, they work. Yeah, these are my babies. This is my it's my hobby. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I say hobbies. That's a game, isn't it? It's a game. Dad's hobby. But I guess because I fix them so much and play around with them, I guess it has become a bit of a hobby. But yeah, no, they're proper machines, proper working machines. West Ham duo out. Barbara, what are you talking about? Who's out? What don't I know? Sorry, that sun is coming through there, isn't it? Hold on. I need to get a blackout blind for this. It's not much of a vamp. I'm having to lean back. If I lean forward, look, see that? I'm having to lean back. Not much of a vampire cave, is it? Yeah, I don't know about West Ham duo out. Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball, says Rick. It's obviously the Who reference. Very nice. Do I make the family pay to play the pinball? Yeah, absolutely. That's how you've got to get the pocket money back off the kids, isn't it? The King says FIFA 20 live stream for you guys sometime would be cool. Even play a few subscribers or get pro clubs going. Look, I have been saying to Gio that I am more than happy to play him. He's got this story. Gio's got a story, right? That he whooped me on FIFA. It was free all. He didn't whoop me. And I've said, let's have it live. Let's stream it. Let's everyone go. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to start doing regular FIFA videos. Everybody does all that stuff. But I'm quite happy to have a little competition with fellow Hammers fans. As long as we record it, have a bit of banter, a bit of talk, and a bit of But Gio needs to step up. Gio talks about it a lot, and he needs to step up to the plate. And I hope he's going to watch this. He'd be getting the coach down. Probably jumping on the coach about now. He has a long old journey from Aberdeen. He starts travelling now to get down for the game tomorrow. But I hope he's watching this. He needs to shut up and he needs to put up and he needs to get the old controller out. Yeah? We'll broadcast it live. He's scared of losing. That's what the problem is. That's answered Richie's question as well. Terence finishes every day at 1. Very nice for Terence. I bet he starts early though. He's going to start early to do that, isn't he? Brad is at work in the USA. Been sneaky, isn't he? Not doing much work at the moment, Brad. Oh yeah, you're watching this. Rick says screw work. He's not happy with work. Rick isn't. Will I be watching games in Man Cave? Yeah, there's a telly right there. I'm basically looking at a telly. There's a 55-inch telly there. Just right behind you, basically. Not right, don't look, it's not right behind you, but behind where my laptop is. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so half the idea is to watch the game in here when I'm not at the game, bang, just straight on, review afterwards. And also, I mean, the other thing is probably what I've not said yet. All the Hammers Chat stuff, I'm constantly having to ask people in there to be quiet. If I'm doing stuff in the lounge, I've got to watch games, I'm kicking them off the telly, and it's not fair. All the kids are growing up. My oldest is 14 now. So, yeah, this is my own private space where I can watch the games, do me stuff, you know, and not really bother anyone else, which, again, is half the reason for doing it. What else have we got? 11 p.m. there in China, says Alan. Very late there. He'd be going to bed soon, wouldn't you, Alan, I'd imagine? Or you like night owl? He's going out on the razzle dazzle. Is that Flash Gordon? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm pointing at Flash Gordon, but it looks like I'm pointing at Quadrophenia. I'm not. I'm actually pointing at the window now, but it looks like I'm pointing at Flash Gordon. But yeah, I love Flash Gordon. It was it's probably my favourite film, and I love the Queen soundtrack and all the rest of it. Brian Blessed Gordon's alive, and all the rest of it. 11 p.m. in Western Australia. 11 p.m. in Western Australia and in China. Sat fishy about that. Do you know if you fly around the world, you go back in time? What Doctor Who does, apparently. Jeffrey loves the changing lights. Thank you, mate. A growing perspective said I should be looking at the CCTV monitors, but who wants some old Royal Crown and some jewels? Are you in the tower? I'll tell you what, it would be terrible if someone stole the crown jewels now. And there was like an inquiry, an inquest, and they said, why were you why did you miss? Why did you miss the burglar coming in and taking it? The jewel thief coming in and stealing the crown jewels. They'd be saying I was watching a video of a geezer in his shed. Wouldn't go very well, would it? Brad likes the Flash Gordon poster, thank you. Gonzo, we have to do a live pro clubs. I don't even know what live pro clubs is. That's obviously a game on FIFA. I've got to be honest with you, all I ever do when I play FIFA is go on the career mode. That's what I do. And I'm West Ham, and I take West Ham to become European champions. I thought that's what everybody. I don't do the cards and all that, you know, when people get the packs and the cards. I don't do that. I can't. I just try and sign players. Do you know what? I like when I did FIFA 19, I did a West Ham career mode, and Neymar came up on a free, and I didn't sign him because I hate the twat. I can't stand him. I just can't stand Neymar. I'm so pig-headed. He would have been the best player, and I needed somebody in that position as well. But I just didn't because I don't like Neymar. Even though it wasn't even a real Neymar, it's a computer-generated image of Neymar, but I wouldn't have him. Got the standards. Got to have morals in this life. I'm copying Gio's poster layout. The Who instead of Liam Gallagher. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to show you. I've had Who posters. Who posters? Quite since before Gio was born. I'm not. No. And the Who are significantly better than Liam Gallagher as well. I'm going to show you. Anyway. Scott, wish I was at work in the USA, Brad. He's in rainy London. Yeah, it's a bit wet, isn't it? A bit gloomy. Does it keep high scores? Yeah. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. It'll come up in a minute. That'll have the high scores on it. If you can see, it's probably that light's a bit bright, isn't it? You see? Anyway, yeah, the high scores will come up on there eventually. What What we got? Does it keep Gonzo, you remind me of Andy Peters in the bro. You're showing your age there, Terry. You're showing your age there, mate. No rain in North Carolina, just hot. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Does it ever make you wonder why 55 people are just listening to you answer? Yeah, maybe. But it is nice. I've got to be honest. It's nice. And I do think we have the best subscribers. I'm not just saying that to be an arse licker or anything like that. It is nice. It is nice. And I do recognise the names when they come up in the chat. And I think it's nice. Look, I'll be honest with you. When I logged this video up, I thought I've got to do a test. I was very much hoping someone would come into the chat because I need to test the chat. But I sort of had it in mind that I was going to do 10 minutes and that would be it, and just test a few features. But if people have got the good grace to come on and watch the video and prepared to watch me sitting down in a shed and asking a few questions, at least I can do is sit down and answer them, and it's fine. The time goes quick as well. I don't mind at all. Not much West Ham stuff, is there? But it's a test. I'll leave it up for a little bit. I'll delete it off the channel because obviously some people won't like it. We'll get some thumbs down because people, and I understand that because people will be tuning in to watch a West Ham video. It's a West Ham channel. And everyone, what's he doing? What's this geezer doing? Talking about pigeons trying to shag each other. If you missed that, that's earlier on. Don't bother going back. It was not that interesting. I didn't actually show any pigeon action. Neil from Down Under. I saw the Who at Charlton's Football Ground in 74. Did you? Do you know what I would love to have done, Neil? The best concert I think there ever was. It's not Woodstock. I think it was Isle of Wight, 1970. You look at the lineup for the Isle of Wight, 1970. That was something a bit special. Really, really special. But I got history. I got history with the Who, and but it's a long story. Long story. I wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the Who. Literally, my mum and dad's first date was my dad's taking my mum to meet Roger Daltrey and Pete, who he knew from school, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah. But there's lots to it. It's a long story. Signed shirt, Jamie Thomas. Room looks great. Signed shirt to have our Captain Noble on it. Do you know what? Listen, I do want a signed shirt. And the more I think about it, the more I want one, actually. And as I say, I've never been bothered before. I look weird in the cupboard where I was before. But I think in here you can present it. It looks nice, and it's quite funny actually because I had this conversation. So Angelic Upstart, who is helping me with my artwork. I'm using one of his designs for the big West Ham picture there. I've just got to tweak it around a bit because I've got to fill a space. So I'm designing it to that space. And his one is like that long and I need it to be like that. So I've just got to tweak it a little bit on Adobe Illustrator and also blow it up so it doesn't look weird when it's bigger than, because he's designed it for the web. But obviously I want it to be a bigger post. Anyway, I was chatting to him about it and he said, are you going to get a green screen? And I do have a green screen, and I never use it because I think people don't want to see a false superimposed background. Do you know what I mean? I think people, believe it or not, I think people are far more interested in a real poster or a pinball machine or where I got my carpet tiles from or how much heat the radiator kicks out or whatever. I just think it's so. Yeah, I think actually a natural backdrop. Same with Gio. I mean, people are far more interested in Gio's Liam Gallagher poster and the big the West Ham wall art he's got there. So yeah, I'll just be keeping it as it is, really. In terms of sorry, Jamie, I digress. A few people are saying Noble. I mean, I'm not that fussy. I don't think I'd get a Noble one because everybody would want one. I ain't that fussy, to be perfectly honest with you. I think what I need to do is I need to buy one. I think what I need to do is one of the days I need to go down to the where the players wait outside, drive through. And I think what I need to do is I need to get one. I think I need to get it signed, and then whoever signs it, then get the name printed on the back, something like that. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I think it would be nice to have a West Ham a signed West Ham shirt. I think it might be the away one as well. So he's going to sign it in black pen. I think you have a signed shirt, you want to see the signature. And the trouble with our lovely claret shirt is a black pen don't show up too much on it. I've got an old one from Jermaine Defoe and Joe Cole, and had a few signatures. Steve Lomas, I think, was on it. And as I was getting it, I bumped into Trevor Brookin outside the ground, and he signed it as well. So, but you can't even see the signatures. It was the one I think it was sponsored by JobServe. I think, is that right? Do you remember that one? Remember that? What else have we got here? Harry says he's got a shoot off later. Gonzo, see you, Harry. Take care. And are you talking about my generation? Says James. Obviously talking about the Who there again. Getting paid to watch Gonzo talking about the man cave. Decent Friday afternoon's work. Oh, you getting paid? You might not. They might dock your wages. You might get rumbled. Never know, do you? I hope you don't, obviously. John Italiano, 1985. He says he works in New York City. John Italiano. He's an Italian American. We I used to work with a guy. I used to work with a singer called you can Google it, right? He's called Tony Cherry. His name's Tony Cherubini, and he used to sing for John Gotti and all the mafia people, and he had a really proper a New York Italian accent. And it was in the days, well, I guess people do still have answer phones. I used to say to him, Tony, phone me up and leave messages on my answer phone, like threatening ones. And he used to phone me up and go, you dirty rat, you bastard, you. And he used to, he used to leave like Sopranos. It's before the Sopranos used to leave threatening messages. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But he had a great voice, a great singing voice, but yeah, how you doing? What's going on? And and he was very, very much like that. I hope you don't take offence, John. By the way, I'm an Italian ancestry myself. By the way, I think it'd be hilarious if you guys and West Ham Fan TV did a FIFA 20 Pro Clubs. Look, I don't know what FIFA 20 Pro Clubs is, but I would be more than happy to take on somebody at FIFA on the thing. If it was a Hammers Chat versus West Ham Fan TV, I'm more than happy to do that. But I don't know what the Pro Clubs thing is. Does it have to be Pro? What can't we? We just pick a team, and I don't know. The thing is, we both want to be West Ham, wouldn't we? So that'd be interesting. One could be. I was going to say one West Ham and one England, but then obviously England would be better than West Ham, wouldn't it? So anyway, we'll see. I don't know how much those guys play it either. Hey, not really matters, but be interesting. I think that would be interesting. But I think you'd have to get the mics and all the rest of it, because you'd have to get the banter. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to, you can't just play a game of football. You've got to slag each other off while you're playing it. Surely that's doesn't everyone do that? People get very angry online. The few times I have played people online, I get very angry. If you beat them, when you play someone at FIFA online, you might go 2-0 up and they end the game. They don't, funny, isn't it? Is there a big screen on the wall you're facing? Yes, Apache. Yes, yeah, right there. I'll tell you what, could it double up as a cinema? It's 55-inch telly right there. When all the lights are off, it's very dark in here. Yeah, it looks like cinema. I haven't said that I haven't watched a film in here, but I've tested the telly. Got Netflix up here as well. And clearly the internet's all right, because this has been going for 38 minutes. Quite, I need to go in a minute. Looks that's nice. It looks like I'm in the Big Brother confession room thing. Yeah. I can't do it. Do you know what? I've not watched a Big Brother in years. I mean, years. I think when it first came out, they had that. I can't remember. They had that Builder Craig on there. Which anyway, that's that. So I can't even think what they do in it's a diary room. That's it. It's the diary room, and they sit in a chair and they moan about each other, don't they? I mean, that's what they do. I'm watching Treasure Island, Bear Grylls Treasure Island at the moment. That's about as reality TV as it gets for me. Bear Grylls Treasure Island. So I quite like survival programs and stuff like that. But this one's a little bit different because there's money involved. So they're stitching each other up, which is always nice to see. I'm a nice fella like that. I like watching other people stitching other people up. Mick 1967 said it looks the nuts, mate. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, mate. It's very nice of you to say so. JPWHU TV. Hey, Gonzo, looking great, mate. Thank you. JP is a naughty boy, by the way. Recently interviewed a porn star. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He's got a channel. You can go and look and check it out. He interviewed a porn star. I've only watched about 10 minutes of video. I've got to confess. I was hoping at the start there might be some discount or something for Hammers fans. And I questioned her. I saw her on Twitter and I said, "You've done a video with John." She said, "Yes, I have." I said, "Any discounts for any West Ham fans?" And she said, "No, but I do charge Tottenham fans 40% more," which I thought was a very good answer. What's the other pinball? Okay, so we got Popeye, and the other one it's called Jackpot. It's a robotic thing, but it's also it's a bit of gambling in it. You don't win anything, but it's a sort of gambling game. It will go into you can stick or twist on when you make a shot. You can stick or twist. So you make, because obviously pinball's a bit of hand-eye coordination, a bit of a skillful game. You've got certain shots, certain ramps you got to hit, and then it will. So you hit the shot, and that will give you whatever 10 million points. It will say, right, you can either bank the points, or you can go for a trick shot, which is you've got to hit the ball through a really small gap and up a ramp and over a jump. You can double your points, so it sort of gambles it up for you. So it's good. It's a good game. It's a good game. What else we got? It's full. I like that. I like that. Mick said it's 4 p.m. in Oxford, mate. It's funny because everyone's been given what times it is all around the world, and Mick says it's 4 p.m. in Oxford. Oh, crikey. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, blimey. Where are we? It will be the first player you sign on your... I've done it. Jadon Sancho. Look, I mean, look, you say what you want about Yarmolenko, all right? He's doing all right in real life, but he's no good in FIFA. He's too big. He's too bulky. He's got no balance. That's for you. Don't want a 6'3" winger. You want a nippy little geezer. Haller's tearing it up. Haller's doing very, very well. And I've got Lanzini and the Fornicator in the same team, both good players on FIFA. Obviously, Dewberry Watson on the left. I've signed a right back. You have to sign a right back. Masuaku's playing left back. Who's playing at right back? If I signed. I did sign some. I signed Pereira. I nicked him. Well, I didn't nick him. I signed him. I paid money. I went through the official channels and tap him up or anything, did I? Yeah, I want to sign him from Leicester. Looking good down the right side now. Looking very, very good. I was going to sign Hudson-Odoi, but he's actually crap. He's very low rated. But I'm having him. What else we got? Neymar is stuck up. He is. Sunny in Nottingham for once, says Gary. Tom, hello, Tom. Tom's coming down tomorrow. There is pilgrimage from the Midlands. He works for Ford. Nice guy, Tom. You've seen him on our videos. Lovely fella. Talks well. He should be doing more videos, Tom should. I wish we ended up signing that Morgan Sanson. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Gonzo for a BAFTA. I don't know. I think we have to produce something of some quality and do something noteworthy. First, JP. Where's the beer fridge? In the house, mate. In the house. I don't drink beer all the time, by the way. I know it looks like it. I do. Look, when I go to the game, I have a good old drink, but I haven't had beer this week, to be honest with you. Actually, that's a lie. I did. I shared a beer. I say I share a beer, you know, in those big bottles. I did share a big bottle of beer with my mate Marcus on Monday, who's coming to the game. That's a Palace fan, good friend of mine. Mike says we've got fuck all better to do. Fair enough. But we're seeing out the day, aren't we? We're seeing out the day. What is this? Yes, I've got to go and pick my daughter up in a minute, actually, from after school club. Richard says he loves Hammers Chat. Thank you, Richard. That is very kind, mate. Very kind. He thinks Floyd was there, says John. I think John is talking about 1974. JP, yes, Hendrix. Yeah, Hendrix was there. We're talking, sorry, 1970. We're talking about Isle of Wight, 1970. The Doors, Free were there, fronted by Paul Rogers. I mean, that is, anytime you ever see any good stuff from Free, particularly we're singing All Right Now and stuff like that, you see him there, and his guitarist, a guy called Paul Kossoff, fantastic guitarist, died early, as a lot of them did. A Deep Purple were on there. I think Fleetwood Mac, and the lineup was something else. Was something else. Really, really good. I often say, if I could go back in time, people often say, "Oh, you go back in time. What would you see? The Crown of Caesar, the birth of Jesus Christ. What would you go back and see?" And so I would go to 1970. I would need it's not much of a time machine. I don't know how to get a full. I don't want to go and see a dinosaur. I'd just like to go to the Isle of Wight festival in 1970. I'd like to come back though. To this time, maybe I wouldn't. Who knows? Maybe I'd like to stay there. But I think the festival was weekend. I think it was something like 750,000 people or something at that festival. Imagine that many people. It's crazy, isn't it? Where are we? If Wilshire's form doesn't improve, will we keep him next season? Well, he's on a who's going to take him? He's on 100 grand a week. So I can't see that change, but I like Jack. I like Jack. And people say about the shirt, I wouldn't mind a Jack Wilshere shirt. I'm a big fan of Jack. I think it'd come good. Oh no! Rick Hammond said I was at the Isle of Wight 1970 too. You can see me on the film. Obviously, I'm wearing denim. I walked into that one, didn't I? Dave Gilmore mixed Hendrix. He said, did he? I met Dave Gilmore once in Yapton. Yeah, I don't know. Yapton is near Littlehampton, West Sussex. Different funny story. Gary Page, hello mate. He said he's late, but nice man cave. Hello Gary, you're welcome, mate. Tom's not a fan of green screens. It's yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, there's a laziness to it too. Because I don't want to edit a backdrop and all the rest of it. I'm quite lazy, to be fair, as you see with when I do editing or thumbnails or anything like that. I've got to be honest with you, talking's easier than editing. Oh, James is there. He says I was there too. I was the one with a hair and a shirt. Okay, fine. So when people say that, I've dropped some. I found some money. Is it? As everyone knows, money this is, and they say, "Yes, it's got a queen's head on it. It's mine." It's a bit. They're doing that really. Wilshire's form doesn't improve. He's going to be Gonzo's butler. I don't need a butler. I've got my chocolate to hand. You see that? Galaxy. Why is that light? It's the light from now. I need to sort it out. It's the sun. The sun's coming through there. Galaxy is the best chocolate, right? Galaxy is the best chocolate. It's a debate for a different day, and probably not worthy of a video. Let's be fair. What else we got? Oh, look, they're all at it. They're all in the 1970s. When I was growing up, we when I was growing up, and we used to go into London quite a lot, and we'd go from Ilford, and my dad knew a lot of people. My dad said once, so we used to meet people, and apparently they're always in the Blind Beggar the night George. Excuse me. Hello, love. Listen, I can't stop. I'm doing a video. Pork chops, lovely. Thank you. Bye. It's my wife. Do I want pork chops for dinner? Yes, I said, yeah, you heard the conversation. Obviously, I wouldn't do that on a normal video. Very unprofessional. I think I prefer lamb. Anyway. So yeah, so apparently, basically, my the Crays went to prison and they shot George Cornell in a pub called the Blind Beggar. And my dad always used to say, he said, I'll tell you what, the Blind Beggar must have been some massive pub. It's not, where it was. We used to drive past it. I used to say, if he had £1 for every person that was in the Blind Beggar the night George Cornell got shot, it'd be a very, very rich man. But because you were right, sort of growing up there, I think I must have met at least 100, 200 people, you know, old geezers at the time said, I was in the blind beggar that night. George Cornell got shots and all that. So yeah. But it seems like everybody was at the Isle of Wight in 1970, judging by this chat. Hammer Down Under. I won't repeat that, but yeah, of course, my favourite band as well, my friends. Gary Page, put the lights on, please. I will, Gary, for you, but it flickers because they're LEDs. All right, there you go. Can you see the flickering? All right, the flickering's because they're LEDs, and they're on a different frequency. There we go. I'll do a tour. I'll do a tour at some point, and I'll turn it all on and record it better. But yeah, the LEDs operate at a different frequency to the camera. Something like that, anyway. We need to get behind Roberto tomorrow. Terry, you're absolutely right, and I think we will. Sometimes they sign it in gold. It looks good. I think that's Finn's suggesting on the thing. You do, maybe, okay, but I think you've got to have a gold pen. They just take what you give them. I don't know. I'm not too bothered. But you know, I mean, I'm not in a massive hurry, but I would like to have a shirt up there at some point. Hello from Ireland, says John O'Neill. What's the beverage situation in there? I've got you to be sorely disappointed. It's a children's beaker of water. Is the beverage situation in here? So sorry to disappoint, but I've got to be honest with you. If I was drinking at 4:30 on a Friday before I got to go and pick my daughter up from school, you could troll me and slay me up as much. I would deserve it, you know. So it'd be very, very wrong. That would be bad dad. What else you got? Andy says, still got the original scoreline. Avco home and away shirts are tight fit now. I know I've got a couple of tight shirts. Actually, I should bring my personal life into it, really. Should I? Just finished having a weekend beer, says Gary. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Very pleasant. You see, you all know each other in here now. You'll chat so much on here, which is nice, isn't it? It's nearly beer o'clock. You are right, Meg. It's nearly beer o'clock, but not quite for me. Finn says pro clubs is when a group of fellas control a player each and play in a team together. Whoa. Yes, someone's mentioned this before. So that's 11. You have to find 11. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think I like being able to click on the other player. I think 2 on each team is sufficient. That sounds like mayhem because everyone's got to hold their position. Yeah, I like to play a free role. You know what I mean? Actually, who am I kidding? I play it long. I play the long ball. I head the ball in. I'm the big Sam of FIFA in many respects. Where are we? Everyone's talking about. God, I'm scrolling down the thing, and increasingly people are talking about beer more, which I'm fine. It's absolutely fine. It's getting to that time of day, isn't it? I want a man cave like that. How much charge me, Gonzo? Gary, I'll tell you what, mate. I'd never do it again. It has taken me a long time, and it's cost a lot of money. And I've done it cheap, as I've had recycled materials, mate. I've borrowed stuff. I've begged. I haven't stolen. Of course, I haven't stolen. But a lot of recycled stuff. The whole thing's cost me 2.5, 3 grand, and I've pulled in favors and all sorts. I think I knew someone said he's just had one done, and it cost him 7 grand. Yeah, and I had to do it in my spare time as well. It's been a lot, and I've snuck off work to early to get stuff finished some days and stuff like that. It's nice to be in here, and it's not finished. There's still stuff to be done, but never again. Honestly, mate, never again. Where are we? Right, Hammer Down Under. He's still awake. He should be going to bed. Matt says, looks good, Gonzo. Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much, mate. Blimey. So much going on in there. Is this somewhere Jake stay at weekends? The trouble is I'm nowhere near Stratford. It'd be no good for him. Is that Boris the Spider in the corner, which is another Who reference? There's no spiders in here. Yeah, I know they're going to try, but I'm going to keep right on top of the insect situation. Not that a spider is an insect before anybody pops that in the chat. Daniel says he just come in. Is the man cave done? Not yet, mate. Not yet. But it's still things to be done. But it's getting now. You can probably see that's Dave, and that's not finished up there. You see that there? That's not finished. And there's other things as well. I've got my little things. I'm still building stuff. There's still stuff he's doing to the outside as well. Quite a lot of it. Gary, it's Graham Perspective says, Gary, we could all make a quilt for Gio. Mick says it wouldn't have to be too big. Hey, big fella, Gio. What else have we got? My square has hot. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. I think I've come in the middle of a conversation then, if you pardon the expression. Oh, blimey. Impressive cave, as the vicar said to the tea's mate. Bad joke. Bad joke. I'll tell you what, there's loads of chat in here. I can't believe all you lot of skivers, skiving off work, typing in the chat. Hammers Down Under, he said, have you had one off the wrist in a man cave yet, Gonzo? Where's the tissue box? Look, that is a disgusting suggestion. I'll tell you what, I thought it'd be nothing worse, actually, than in here. Because the thing is, it's all illuminated here. You can't even see who's coming down the garden. You'd be lit up like a beacon. It'd be terrible. What happened to Paul from Canada on the forum? I'd love to know. I've liked Paul. I like Paul. Paul was very good. And you like Paul, more to the point. He was good. I'd love to. Paul's welcome to send in a video anytime. Anyone's welcome to send in a video anytime they want, really. Hold on. Now Rick is saying honest. He was there. Well, I don't know, Rick. He said he's old. Rick says he's old. He says he was. You've spun so many yarns, Rick, that we don't know what to believe anymore. Hammer in Exile says great man cave, fridge, and an ensuite shitter. Alas, no. I'll go up to the house when I want to shit in the fridge. Thank you. Is this the new studio? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Asks Tubbs. Oh, I can't. Gary's asking him, but he wants a quote on a man cave. Gary, there's no. I am not the man. I am not. I tell you, once bitten, twice shy, mate. Gonzo, you think if we ever get Millwall on the card, we'll be able to play them at West Ham? Would you go? I'd go. Yeah, I wouldn't take the boy, I wouldn't take the boy, but I'd go. I have some very old shirts. Dr. Martin, yes, okay. Too much light. I know that. You missed the start of the video. I've been working on it. It's not actually the light. Do you know what that is? If you look here, that is actually, you see that? That is actually the sun coming through the window. So it's fine. So that won't be happening at night, obviously. Well, because we're not in Norway. The sun doesn't shine at night. But thank you very much. And the whole point of this was feedback. So I do thank you for that. Yeah, you missed the experimental stuff at the start of the video. So yeah, I'm actually going to get a blackout blind for there as well. Tubbs used to live on York Road, just after the station. Then he moved to Canning Town. Yeah, mate, I spent my life near there. If you go down, you might go down Ilford Lane, and there was my nan used to live just up there as well. We used to live up the top of Cranbrook Road. My mum was always shopping in C&A and Bodgers. If you know that, you will know that if you're from there. Used to bore the hell out of me going shopping with mum on a Saturday. And we used to go down the high street to Marks and Spencer's. Crikey. It was boring. What happened to Paul from... Have we done that? Have I gone mad here or what? Hammer and Exiles from Ilford. Barkingside must have... I know Barkingside. I used to go swimming in Barkingside. I used to live in Newbury Park. Anyone want to make a no context Gonzo Twitter account? You'd be a bit boring. I think anyone would watch it, to be perfectly honest with you. But crack on, by all means. That would be one. Crack on, wouldn't it? Gonzo, when and where did you first meet Gio? You work so well together, and I think it's very kind of you. On the forum, mate, on the Hammers Chat forum. We'll be doing a video. We'll be doing a video soon. We've got 5 years coming up, so we'll go into that story then. But thank you for asking. If West Ham qualify for the Champions League, there'll be a Hammers Chat party in America. We have fit about 3 people in here. We'll have one at the boats, certainly. Daniel lives in Upminster now, in Boreham Woods. Who would like to play Gonzo 5k for a shed like that? He's just trying to drum up some business. I don't need any bids. Gary's pimping me out. Harry Potter can have his room back now that Gonzo can do videos from here. I will still do videos in there because I've got my youngest daughter's 5, and if my wife's out, she works at hospital, as you'll know. I'm probably bored and told you loads of times she's on a night shift or something. I don't want to be up here in a soundproof room and leave her up in the house if she whatever if she needs me. So I will. You'll know when I'm in there. Because the wife's out. So yeah, but was not reason enough not to do this. Everybody go drop a like and subscribe, says Jazza. I'll be honest with you, Jazza, anybody watching this now is probably already fully subscribed to our stuff. I think we're dealing with loyal. Anyone watching this rubbish now are loyal Hammers chatterers. Is that right? Hammers chatterers? Chatters? Hammers hammerettes? No. Anyway, you don't know. How's the old fantasy team gone? So anyway, not good. We'll do a video on that. I'm terrible. I started to climb up and now I've dropped down again. Terrible. I'm like the Norwich. I'm like the Norwich of fantasy football leagues. Terrible. Awful actually. Someone said this must be the longest test in history. It is. I'm gonna go. I do have to go in a second. Bodgers has closed, has it? I still want St George Road have to drive near, and yes. If West Ham finish top 6, I'll buy you 20 Galaxy bars. Thank you, James. Thank you. I'll tell you what, I could eat 20 Galaxy quite easily. Thanks, Gonzo. I thought we just had a power cut every night. Learning so much from your channel. Will I be locking the missus away during my anniversary with Gio? Yeah, she might have been invited, mate. Hello, Connor. You've arrived at the end, mate. You've arrived at the end. But hello, Connor. Connor does much of our lovely artwork. He's just popped in the chat there. Gary Page says we love it because you do the most interactive videos. Gary, mate, listen. That interactive videos is what it's all about, mate. Is what it's. We do plenty where we just chat to the camera, but it's that's why it's better than television, isn't it? Do you remember our points of view when you used to have to wait and you used to write in if you had thought something about a program or something? So hey, look, you know it, mate. Gary, I've seen you outside the stadium, mate. We bumped into each other outside the stadium. I am genuinely pleased to see you all in there. I think I've got used to it now, but it's it's nice. It's nice. You're good people, and you know that. The loyalist best subscribers. That's absolutely smashing. And I'm always interested in your opinions, and you're always very welcome to them, as you know, Gary, because you've sent in videos yourself, mate. How have you streamed for an hour without scrolling to the bottom of the live chat? I think I'm at it, Jazza. I've just got there now. But it's all you lot. You've got so many comments in there that I didn't want to not readable. Be rude, but I do have to go now because what is it? It's 5:15. I've got to be up the school for 5:15. I've got to change my sock. My sock has got a hole in it. No, do you know what? I'm not going to show you because it's a bit manky in it. I'm not doing that. You go cheap. And that's what happens. And I was in Primark. And I thought, oh, massive, many socks for a £5. I thought I'll get them. I think I've been through the wash twice or something like that. Fucking, sorry if anyone young is watching. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I try not to swear. I just have a hole. My whole foot went through it. anyway, so yeah, so I've got to go and change my socks. Certainly. Weird. It's taken a funny turn, hasn't it, this video? You see it, you sit underneath, Gary, do you? But you don't see at half time. You sit underneath us. We'll be at the bottom of the stairs half time tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Come and see us. Tony always goes down a little bit early, gets the beer in, and we stand at the bottom of the stairs at half time and chew the fat. If you want to leg it up the stairs as soon as the final whistle goes, come and join me for the post-match reaction. You know that one where I do it, just me and Tony there. Come and join us, mate. And thank you, everybody. What's a Mocktober? What's a Mocktober? Mocktober. I know a Movember is the moustache. Stoptober is to stop drinking. What's a Mocktober? Just before I go, I want to know what Mocktober is. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, mate. What's Mocktober? Someone tell me. Nothing. Silence. In case he says it, he puts it out there, then he goes quiet. Jazza, he says, Gonzo, I vowed to meet you at a game one day. You're very welcome. So I'm just reading Rick there. When you laugh at someone, just mock someone, Mocktober. Basically, you take the whole of October and take the mickey out of everyone and laugh at them. Is that it? Do you get much sponsorship for that, would you? Anyway, there we go. Jazza, mate, listen, everyone is welcome. Always, anyone on here is welcome. You come down, you send us a message, you come down the boats. We say hello. Loads of us all walk to the ground together from the boats. It's coffee-free month. You're just all taking a mickey now. Can't get a serious answer. Suppose I should meet you at some point, considering the amount of vids of mine you've used on Twitter. Iron Hammer. Yes, mate, absolutely. He sends Iron Hammer's got a good seat. And he's always, gets the goals and the crowd reaction and that. And I often clip his stuff and put it in videos. You've been very well. You're welcome, mate. You are. I told you that. So please do come and see us. Jazza, he sits around the other side near the station, though. When he goes, no, moustache, Gary. Moustache is Movember. Maybe he's confused. Mocktober. No, Gary's not. Anyway, I've got to go. Got to sort my sock out. Collect my daughter. You know that. Thanks for watching. I'll leave it up for a little bit just in case any of you missed the first bit and wanted to see the bit there. But I'll delete it. I'll delete it later. I'll delete it in the morning. I'll delete the video in the morning. And then I'll catch up with you on the. I will be a bit drunk, so excuse. Always am in those reviews. Gary, I'll see you tomorrow, mate. Please do come up. That'd be lovely. Smashing. See you. Well, thank you for indulging me. Thank you for joining in and all of that. I'd normally take a long time to say goodbye, so I'll say goodbye now, and I will see you. I'll see you very soon. I'll catch up with you online here tomorrow. Take care.